I'm Matt Williamson. What is going on? This is a big game. I mean, Bengals win this game. They're right back in the hunt in the division. They had Burrow looming supposedly around Thanksgiving or whatever. Not the quarterback has been their problem of late. Sure as the defense. Whereas if you beat them, I think they disappear. And, boom, you're done with the Bengals. One more team to cross off the list. Steelers lose this game. A lot of you, the sky is going to be falling, and I might lean that way too. I mean, if Rodgers has a game, if this becomes a trend with him in the offense, oh man! And if the defense is as miserable it was against the first go round with the Bengals, I think you'd have to look at the Steelers and say, I'm not even sure they're a playoff contender. Let alone playoff team, let alone real contender. But if you win, it could be a get-right game for the offense against just such a miserable defense. And let's start there. Hendrickson, I don't think is going to play. Turner, the corner, is a really good player. DJ Turner from Michigan. But the rest of the defense is just loaded with places you can exploit. Their young linebackers are really, really poor. The safeties just aren't very talented. The D-line has some talent, but they don't really live up to it. The other corners are okay. Their pass defense is bad. Everything's bad. I mean, I'll be honest. This is going to be one of my most boring Friday podcast game previews as there is, because it's been like this for the last 3 or 4 Cincinnati games. Offense is great. They're going to score points. Defense is worst in the league. Every Bengals game is the same for them. And except for the Thursday nighter, which I think you guys know, Thursday nights on the road, I think is a really true thing in the league, and especially in this division. And I know you're going to say, especially for Tomlin, but it's every team in this division loses road games at Thursdays considerably, over and over. Anyway, that's a big advantage they had last time. But all their games are the same. And with the exception for that one, it's high scoring and then they lose in the end. Frankly, I kind of expect the same in Pittsburgh on Sunday. But when the Steelers have the ball, I definitely want to see Rodgers doing more quarterback things throughout the course of the down, not just come to the line of scrimmage, read it out, get it out of your hands, predetermined stuff, boom, boom, boom. I want to see him get dropped back, go through reads, manipulate a little bit more. I think the Steelers' protection can hold up, push the ball down the field a little bit more, but more so than the passing game, which I think the tight ends have nice advantages. Freiermuth always goes crazy against these guys. They got to run the ball, and you need to dominate time possession. It's all I've been talking about all week. Their run defense is so poor that I just don't see an excuse why you just don't lean on Warren heavily in this one. And I wouldn't mind having them play some third downs too. I mean, do we really have to be that black and white with the running back distribution? It's third down, whether it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 15. Gainwell's out there no matter what. Warren's one of the best third down backs in the league. He's one of the best passing down backs in the league. Yards per route run. Only Bijan and McCaffrey are ahead of Warren. I mean, let's get this guy a featured role. And I really do think, and I'm not knocking Gainwell, but I really do think not having a big back, the Najee role, is hurting this team a lot. And is Caleb Johnson ever going to be that guy? I mean, I can't say that I'm optimistic about it, but I think the running back rotation would really fall into place a lot better with a power hammer back. And I really hope that's not an off-season need. They thought that was addressed. But I expect the Steelers to run the ball a lot, make things easier on their defense. I'll be pretty upset if they don't, or, distraught, because this is the perfect matchup to do that. And they were running the ball really well, except for these last 10 quarters, they've really gotten away from it. So I expect the Steelers to put a lot of points on the board, but I would say that no matter who Cincinnati's playing.
Football season's finally here. Time to check out the latest odds, futures, and win totals on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Think the Steelers are headed to the Super Bowl? Lock in your bets today. Whatever your game, FanDuel Sportsbook delivers the latest lines, futures, and specials, so you can join in on all the action.
For those of you who are doing real work in construction, in a warehouse, if you're a mechanic, if you want reliable, comfortable gear to help you perform well on the job, Brunt Workwear's got you. They have waterproof boots, safety toe, soft toe, pull on, or lace up, whatever you need. You can wear them to work, and if they're not right for you, send them back. I don't know any other brand doing that. Brunt was tired of the workwear brands out there cutting corners. You work too hard to be stuck in uncomfortable boots that don't hold up. So they built something better. Boots that are insanely comfortable and built for any job site. And for a limited time, our listeners get $10 off. Just head to bruntworkwear.com. That's bruntworkwear.com and use our code DK Sports, all one word, all caps, DK Sports, and you're good to go. After your order, they'll ask you where you heard about Brunt. Do us a favor and tell them it was from my show. Thank you so much. The other side of the ball is not nearly as rosy. I'll be shocked, though, if Chase Brown has a big game on the ground. This is still a bad running game. I'm going to call that somewhat of a one-off from a Cincinnati perspective. But he is getting the ball a lot, and he's putting up a lot of yardage as an all-around player. Yards from scrimmage. He's good. He's a good player. I don't love their line. I don't love their tight ends. I don't love their third receivers. But everything, the top two receivers are dynamite, as you know. We'll get to Chase and Higgins in a minute. But I will be really shocked if we go the course of this game and Flacco throws as often as he has pretty much all year, including with the Browns. And the Steelers don't get more splash plays, sacks, tip balls, interceptions than they did the first go-round. And when I reviewed that game, as miserable as the defense was, if you just get one splash play, you probably win. You know, I mean, one big play on defense, and they got none in that game. I'll be shocked if they get none. I bet it's a lot closer to 3 or 4. You know what I mean? And I know Flacco's going to get the ball out quick. Of course, everyone's going to do that. But, and I don't know that they have an answer for Higgins, let alone Chase. You know, like I just did a video with Missy and Rob, and, you know, our 3 keys are often stop Josh Jacobs or, you know, slow down Jonathan Taylor, or, you know. I don't think they're going to stop or really slow down Higgins or Chase. Those guys are going to put up big numbers, but I think the Steelers' offense will put up big numbers. I do find it interesting that the secondary for the Steelers is so much different than it was a year ago. But it's also pretty different than it was just a couple weeks ago when they played Cincinnati. So they're going to ask different people to do different things, hopefully. I mean, certainly Ramsey's now a safety. Duggar wasn't around. I'm not counting on Samuel. I would be shocked if he plays. But still, you're going to have different people trying to defend these guys, for better or worse. I don't think it's going to go tremendously better. But I also think blitz will not be heavy. I think they'll play a lot more zone. I think you're going to get a lot more linebackers, strong safeties, etc. in the 0 to 15 yards off the ball area to at least congest some things for the early throws, tackle the catch, maybe make a big hit at the catch point, you know, dislodge the ball. But Chase and Higgins are going to get theirs, and Higgins is overlooked here, but he's awesome. So I apologize. I don't have an insane amount of in-depth ways of attacking this game. I kind of just think it's that simple. But it's not Thursday night on the road, and I really think that the Steelers will not get beat in the world of splash. You know, and to me, that was the difference in the first meeting. I expect Rodgers to play better. I expect Flacco, Chase, Higgins to play great. But I have the Steelers winning this game 35-30. Guess that's about it. I also have a kicking advantage. Should throw that out there too. I should throw this out too. I've been harping so much on time of possession. That's really the only team in the league that's worse at time of possession is the Bengals. So there's a lot of get-right aspects to this game that I hope they take advantage of. But we shall see. Over and out, guys.